5D 5D special meeting. Let's see. Everybody put their cell phones on vibrate. Time is now 7 p.m. and the meeting is called to order. At this time, I'd like to ask Secretary Buggs to call the roll.
Kennedy Lewis. Keisha Shropshire, present. Adam Roberts.
Present.
Wendy Blacknell, present. Kathy Henderson.
Present.
I am Vaughn Buggs, present. Current Lee.
Commissioner Buggs, is there a quorum?
Yes.
Okay. We have a few copies of the agenda. Does everyone have copies? All the commissioners have copies of the agenda?
Yes. It's an extra.
Thank you. And ladies and gentlemen, there's a sign-in sheet. Please sign in legibly, leave your contact information so that we may contact you. And here are a couple of agendas. Pass them around, thank you. I call this special meeting to ensure that the public's interests are upheld, and I'm glad everyone is here. There are 3 items on the agenda. Liquor license request. A, Mike's Market / Trinidad Market. It's a new licensee. And Rose Queens Liquors LLC. They have a request for a substantial change to their license. 2, motion to pay the ANC 5D phone bill. And 3, the treasurer's report. Commissioner Buggs, since both of these are in your single member district, which is 5D06, do you want to make any opening remarks?
We had a meeting and most constituents in 5DOC are against both the hours, extended hours for roses and the class A liquor license for Mike. I don't see Mike's representative here tonight, but I do see roses, so.
Can you tell us when you had the meeting?
Last night,
How many people attended and where was the meeting?
the Trinidad, rec center, and it was approximately 25 people.
Do you have a sign-in sheet?
Yes,
Okay, wonderful. And would you please provide me a copy of the sign-in sheet? Thank you. It says that meeting was on 12/17. What time was the meeting?
7 o'clock,
And you discussed both liquor licensees?
yes, and both were present.
Okay, both of the applicants were present.
The representative for roses was present, and the applicant for Mike was present.
Thank you. Okay. We'll go with A first. Mike's Market.
Mike's representative, Mike is not here.
Okay. Is there a motion to oppose the new license?
Yes, there is a motion to oppose the new license for Mike's, Trinidad, market. Matter of fact, I'm gonna,
Is there a second?
I second it.
Is there any discussion? It's been moved and properly seconded that ANC 5D oppose the new liquor license request for Mike's Market / Trinidad Market. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed or abstaining? The motion passes.
I also,
Okay, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I also wanna make a motion to be the representative for this hearing.
Second.
I'm gonna pass on that for the time being. When you consider that, we'll come back to, we're gonna go to Rose's, but I will come back to it.
Is
I
there-
promise I'll come back to it. I will come back to it.
But it's been moved and properly seconded already.
Would it restate your motion?
My motion is to, serve as the representative for the Roses Liquor at the, Abra hearing.
It's actually the commission.
Huh?
The letter will come from the commission.
Right, the letter will come from the commission, but I wanna, be, listed as the representative for the commission.
Seconded.
Any discussion? Who seconded that?
Commissioner Roberts.
Is there any discussion? All in favor that Commissioner Buggs serve as the representative for Mike's Market, Trinidad Market?
And Roses.
That's not the motion.
Well, actually, I said Mike.
That's not the motion.
Actually, I said Roses, you just said Mike, so I disagreed, and Roses.
We haven't even discussed Roses. That's not the motion. Restate your motion. The motion should pertain to Mike's, not Roses. We haven't even discussed Roses.
Okay, we can go with, Mike at the moment.
It's been moved and properly seconded that the commission appoint Commissioner Buggs to serve as the representative at the Abra hearing. Is there any discussion?
Is this for Michael Rose's?
Mike's.
Oh, okay.
Yes. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? It passes. Any abstentions? The second issue is Rose Queens Liquors LLC, request for a substantial change. And the substantial change, let's see. Okay, this issue, there was some confusion that this issue, the protest date was January 4th, which is why it's included on this agenda, but it's actually on January 19th, so the commission taking action tonight is actually getting ahead of the curve. Notice is hereby given that this applicant has applied for a substantial change to his license under the DC Alcohol Beverage Control Act, and that the objectors are entitled to be heard before the granting of such on the hearing date at 10 a.m., 4th floor, 2014, 14th Street Northwest, DC 2009. Petitions or requests to appear before the board must be filed on or before the petition date. Nature of the substantial change, they are requesting a change of hours for operation and alcoholic beverage sales. Right now, the current hours are Sunday close, Monday through Saturday, 9 to 10 p.m. The proposed hours of operation are Sunday, 9 to 10, Monday through Saturday, 7 to 12 a.m. Want to give us an update on the meeting that you had regarding this issue, Commissioner Buggs?
Well, Rose's representative was not aware of the long hours, Monday through Saturday, the extended hours, I should say, but he was aware of the Sunday hours, and the constituents, most of the constituents in that room opposed either, both, the Sunday hours and the long hours.
Okay, please explain to us how the applicant cannot be aware of its request.
The applicant's representative was not aware of the request of the, applicant, and he's here, he can explain.
Who is the representative for Rose's Queens
Lewis.
Liquor? Yes, sir. Would you please stand and identify yourself?
Ricky Lewis, representative for Roses Queen Liquors.
Okay, Mr. Lewis, go ahead, you have the floor.
I was not aware of the hours that was requested by, Mr. Kim. There was some confusion with my part in communicating with him, but, at this point, we're gonna withdraw the original request for additional hours during the week. I've been authorized by him to do that. We will file for, different hours on Sunday, which we were told to do. So the issue of extra hours during the week, we no longer are seeking. We're asking the community to, at least consider the Sunday hours, that he is requesting will be from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. instead of 7 a.m. to 12 p.m., I believe was said last night. So at this point, this is the only issue that we have, the Sunday date. So we were told to refile for those hours, changing the 7 a.m. to 12 at night to 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. in the evening.
Okay, anything else?
That's it.
Any comments from the commission or questions for Mr. Lewis? Commissioner Roberts?
Mr. Lewis, so the hours you would now be seeking for Sunday are 9 a.m. to until what time?
7 p.m.
Thank you.
Any other questions? At this time, I will open up the questions. I'm sorry, Commissioner Shropshire?
So, I know one of the things that were discussed at the meeting was, the applicant's ability or willingness to kind of address some of the loitering that's out in front. I know that there's a no loitering law, but is Mr. Kim willing to do anything to try to, address some distance from the entrance of that establishment?
I can relay that to him, but tonight, speaking for him, I think that the settlement or any kind that you guys come up with, we would probably look at and be willing to do whatever it is that we can do to make Sundays safe for the community as well as for the property. We are compliant with the recent settlement agreement that we have. So anything that wants to be added or anything else that we can do to convince the community that these hours will be monitored as much as possibly by Roses. As far as the loitering part, we discussed that last night. Our position is that we're doing as much as we possibly can without MPD enforcing the guys to move on. Everything that we put in the original settlement agreement, we have done. So.
I will be opposing any request to this substantial change, and for the record, MPD will go on record to oppose your request for a substantial change. And I would ask Mr. Lewis at this time that you withdraw your, on behalf of Mr. Kim, that you withdraw your request. And I also ask the commission to consider a motion to oppose this request, and the applicant is free to resubmit a new request with additional hours. At this time, I'd like to open it up to the community to see if there are any questions or concerns.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to get.
No, go ahead, sir.
I'm trying to figure out what you were just saying about the MPD opposing.
MPD will go on record with a letter opposing your request for a substantial change, in discussion with Commander Fitzgerald and the lieutenants for PSAs 506, 507, patrol officers. I have numerous photos, numerous videos of the ongoing disorder in front of Rose's Liquor that not only impedes the citizens of ANC 5D06, but also impedes the quality of life for ANC 5D05 and the rest of the commission. And we do not support any business that is going to contribute to undermining our peace, order, and quiet, which your business or Mr. Kim's business does. And we cannot support you at this time. And there is no evidence that there has been any significant effort to uphold a previous settlement agreement that was entered into under the former Commission 5B, and let the record reflect that 5D now replaces the old 5D as a result of the 2010 redistricting effort. And again, there's just ongoing non-compliance. So in closing, I would ask that you withdraw your request, and you're free to submit a new request asking for the hours on Sunday. And at that time, it will come back before the commission through the prescribed channels.
Okay, I think I understand that. So basically what you're saying is the MPD here is totally against those hours. That's what you're saying.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
So,
It's a drain on public safety.
okay, I'm just trying to get it all in
Yes.
so I can take back what I'm hearing.
Mhm.
So based upon what you're saying to me, you already know that they're gonna oppose it, that's what you're saying. So you basically are speaking for them?
I'm letting you know that there have been conversations and that MPD will go on the record. The protest dates are as follows. The petition date is due on January 19th, meaning that if this commission votes to oppose a substantial change, or any other group of 5 vote to oppose a substantial change, then it'll proceed to a roll call hearing, and then there's a protest hearing that'll be on February 1st. And within that process, MPD will submit a letter indicating that they are in opposition to any extended hours for Roses Queens Liquors LLC.
Okay, I understand.
Is there any other discussion, Commissioner Bugs?
So you already said, that you will be withdrawing for,
The additional weekdays hours.
right, for the petition, so you're gonna withdraw the entire petition and then resubmit for the Sunday hours, that's what you're saying?
As Ms. Henderson has requested, I will.
Okay.
Okay.
But that still doesn't address the issue that is before us. And the issue before us is that, is there any other discussion? The issue, I will put a motion on the floor that we oppose Roses Queens Liquors LLC request for a substantial change to the license. Is there a second?
I second.
It's been moved and properly seconded that the commission oppose Roses Queens LLC's request for substantial change. Is there any discussion? Are you ready for the question? All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed or abstaining? It passes. And Mr. Lewis, again, you can feel free to go back to the owner and tell him that he can reapply for other hours, and you'll hear it at that time.
That's fine.
Thank you. Next item on the agenda,
Excuse me, Commissioner.
yes.
To commissioners that was opposing sign this letter for Roses and for Mike.
We're gonna move on, and I'll sign it after the end of the meeting. Second item on the agenda is the motion to pay the ANC phone bill. Commissioner Shropshire, do you have any opening remarks?
No, I had a question. I think, the phone bill was addressed at the last special meeting, and there was a, there was a resolution for that.
Whatever was done, for the record, whatever was done at the special meeting that Commissioner Bugs has referenced was not properly transmitted to me as the chairperson, so I'm not even in receipt. I have no knowledge of whatever that resolution may be. Further, the request for the special meeting was not properly made through the chair as prescribed by law, so I don't even know what the commissioners who attended that meeting actually did. At this point,